I'm out here in the Indian Ocean and I'm thinking about an email I have to send later. And that's what it means to be alive. I'm leaving!
Hey, welcome to Wednesday. It's 4:20 somewhere, and I got a new camera. That's why it's looking a little better than before. This is the Sony a7S III, and I'm rather excited about it. I have a lot to play around with, but this is kind of the first test, so we'll see how this looks. Anyway, I don't have a whole lot of news today I didn't find a whole lot of interesting articles today, so we're kind of just going to do a grab bag of random updates happening. And we'll start in the business world where, as I've said in the past, we tend to focus on Canadian brands of marijuana. When we focus on those brands, we're realizing that they aren't actually that successful. And without just this big boom of legalization or after it in Canada, they haven't been doing very well. And that's why you're seeing a lot of those Canopy Growth stocks or what else? Tilray stocks. That's why you're seeing them kind of sink a little bit slowly. But then when you look in the US, where they have ETFs and other stocks that you can actually buy, like the YOLO ETF, the market in the US is looking much stronger than in Canada. And there are two companies that just merged that have just created one of the largest, in terms of sales, one of the largest companies now out there, and that is Trulieve and Harvest Health, and they're going to both merge into Trulieve. The deal is apparently a $2.1 billion all-stock deal, and their estimated sales this year is $1.24 billion, which is just $0.02 billion underneath the highest, which is Curaleaf at $1.26 billion. So it's a huge deal, and gigantic for Trulieve, which is a Florida brand. They're obviously expanding out throughout the rest of the US, and this is going to do great for their stock that has, I think, officially merged. Also, there's speaking of the same merger, MJ Biz Daily has an article. There's been a slowness to these ultra huge mergers happening in the cannabis world, and they're thinking that this one, because Trulieve and Harvest Health have merged, it's going to kind of get other people more interested in the idea of doing huge mergers. That and of course the fact that Biden is in the office right now as opposed to Trump, who Biden has a very strange and kind of like turning a blind eye to marijuana kind of viewpoint of the whole thing. For now, that is a little bit more promising than the Trump one, or the Justice Department around Trump one, of course.
The cannabis industry employs more than twice as many people as the coal mine industry in the United States. Now that's good cannabis news. So, cannabis or coal? Let's decide.
Oh, and very quickly, marijuana industry, another article at MJ Biz Daily, marijuana industry is expected to add $92 billion to the U.S. economy in 2021. And that is in large part due to the newly legalized states, New York, New Mexico. California is just still exponentially growing in terms of the stature of the marijuana industry in the state. And that, again, is without many states even legal. So the fact that it's at $92 billion this year, you can expect by the end of this decade that to at least double. And finally, the Louisiana House passes a decriminalization bill. So that has passed the House. That is now going to the governor to sign. I believe he will sign it. It's kind of a soft bill, but it's basically saying that they are limiting possession up to 14 grams. So you can have that, and the fine is no higher than $100 and 0 jail time. So that goes a long way to kind of fight the social inequities that have been, so rampant in the marijuana world. Yeah, and you know what? That's kind of it for today. I guess one thing I will say, I'll tell you what I smoke out of, and this is what I use. It's from Sherbinski's, and I have right now inside, let's see, it's called Cresco Refresh. It's 500 milligrams. It's a hybrid. I take pretty much one hit of this, and that's all I need because I am quite a lightweight. And I watched Tenet High last night, which is a huge mistake. Do not watch that movie High. Didn't understand a lick of it, but it looked good. It looked really good. There's a plane that crashes into a building. No spoilers on that. Anyway, that's the show. So we will see you on Friday.
I'm not drinking alcohol tonight. I'm doing ketamine and coke. You're gonna die! Sophie's gonna die!